So I'm Deputy Director for Indo-Pacific Research, and what that means is that we're really dedicated to making sure that we are supporting research connections. So people who are doing research across the Indo-Pacific can connect with CEVAW and feel like it's a place where they can share their research, initiate conversations, and provide even opportunities for their students to hopefully be part of the CEVAW research experience. Not every country is at the same level in terms of legislation, responses, or budgeting. And so this creates an environment where those who want to know more in terms of comparing how their country is performing or understanding where the conversation and the research is moving in other locations, to be part of that conversation and then to initiate relationships or conversations with others who are doing this research. We also have a formal structure within our Indo-Pacific research where we have specific partner investigators located at universities across the Indo-Pacific, and we work with those universities and those specific researchers within those universities on a lot of the workstream research that we are doing. And that's a really exciting way of formalising what we're also trying to achieve informally, which is just creating a conversation and elevating research on violence against women across the Indo-Pacific. So it's really important that we are making sure that across the region, universities are aware of CEVAW and aware of the PhD opportunities when they arise, and we support and encourage students to reach out to myself if they need support with their applications or thinking about how to put together an application for a PhD scholarship within CEVAW. One of the features of CEVAW that I'm really proud of in my role is that we have a commitment to making sure that our work streams, so our areas of research, are thinking about how research in Australia, for example, compares to research in Samoa or research in Vietnam. So we have a structure within CEVAW where we have partner research institutions that have the opportunity to be part of the research that we're doing, and they can reach out to myself or our chief investigators to make sure that we have that complementary in terms of co-design and collaboration. That doesn't mean that we're always doing research together, but it means that we're building a community where if we're doing research, for example, on the life course of violence or violence against women legislation, there's a location and there's people within CEVAW who can be contacted to initiate those conversations about comparative design or regional design or even global design of research. I think the other area that is really important in my program role is also thinking about how we can create that CEVAW network. And anyone who wants to become a member of CEVAW can become part of this network as an affiliate. So our network includes PhD students who are interested in this research but maybe aren't part of CEVAW formally, researchers across the region who want to know what research is being done in CEVAW, as well as partner organisations. And so we have an affiliate structure where you can join to be part of CEVAW, and then when we give webinars or have networking sessions around what everyone is doing in terms of their research, they can be part of those conversations and form connections and learn the work that CEVAW is doing. For CEVAW's success in the Indo-Pacific Research Program looks like, first of all, having an amazing alumni across the region who have been part of CEVAW in some capacity. Maybe they've been part of it in terms of a research space, as a partner, as an advocate or a civil society leader, or maybe as a PhD student who is now going into practice. And so it's really important that we learn and more about the way in which our CEVAW alumni go forward and keep in touch with them. So that's a really important part of our program. We're thinking a lot about how we can make sure that there are workshops that are happening on a whole range of different areas related to violence against women, whether it's got a legal focus or an economic focus or a climate change focus, and hosting those events and those conferences and those workshops with our partner research institutions across the Pacific as well as Asia. So for example, in 2026, I'm going to be leading a conference or workshop on climate change and gender-based violence at the University of Gajah Mada in May, and it's really exciting to think about the way in which we'll be able to bring together researchers from all different disciplines across the region to talk about this issue and think about how we can collaborate. The final area that's really important for our program is to celebrate the research and think about then the way it can translate into knowledge and impact for everyone, not just for researchers, for community, for policymakers, for advocates, and maybe for that future student who wants to be part of CEVAW. And so we're really committed to making sure that we take part in regional dialogues and discussions, but we also are committed to hosting our own regional international symposium in 2026, and we'd like to do more of that to make sure that the research has the chance to be able to be engaged with, and we can build future connections with other researchers who want to be part of this work going forward.